Hey Tony, what's it like in the offensive coaches meeting room right now? The level of frustration, the level of determination.
Hey man, we're just trying to. Just trying to get better. It's the same as every week. We try to go in and evaluate what we did and get better for the following week.
When you watch the tape, was there anything that stood out?
So we just got to play better. We got to coach better. We got to play better and execute. It's about execution. And, we've got to do a better job as an offensive unit, and that starts with coaching.
Coach, Zeke's had 50 carries in the past 2 weeks. Is that more than you guys had targeted for him, or more or less? Or?
No, I wouldn't say that. I don't think we came in and said we were going to target. We have to carry so many times, and we haven't had those kind of conversations. But he's had some carries, and we're going to do what we need to do to win football games.
Tony, it's funny though. It seems like the fan sentiment, even though he has touched the ball 25 times this past week, is why aren't they giving the ball to Zeke more? Why do you think it kind of looks or feels like that sometimes?
Well, I don't know. You have to ask them. They're the ones asking that question. I don't know. I mean,
But
guys
you
carrying the
guys
ball
feel
27
like
times a game. I mean, and if someone says he's not carrying it enough, I can't answer that for you.
But is he carrying it enough in your mind?
Yeah, he's doing fine.
You know, he's had 8 straight games now of 100 yards or more. You've been here for the past 3. Is that a streak? Obviously you're not trying to keep that going statistically, but is it good to see that?
Again, we're not trying to keep streaks alive, Ryan, or anything of that nature. But if that's what it takes to win games, fantastic. Again, we've got some things we got to do to get better, obviously, and including Zeke, and including me as his coach. So if that's what it takes, then great.
When you're a coach at a new school, how much of what you do is bringing in new ideas versus like assimilating into the offense that's already in place?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a part of that, but I don't know when do I stop being new.
Next season, maybe.
I guess I'm just asking, but yeah, I mean, I think there's a degree of that goes on, but and a lot of it's just assimilating to what's been done in the past, and but if new coaches that are coming in have something to provide and something that's useful, then we'll certainly look at that.
You saw this offense do what it did last year from afar. You studied it in the offseason. How surprised are you with what the production has been so far?
Again, I don't know if I'd say I was surprised, not surprised. I don't know if those are the right words to use. I know when I started watching this offense, like everyone else, I was at the end of the year, and we're 4 weeks in. Got a lot of football to still be played, and again, every day we're going to go in and just get better, and we've got to perform better. We did not perform well enough to the standards of this university and this football program, and we've got to do a better job.
Why are you guys struggling against the odd front?
Why are we struggling against the odd front? What do you know about the odd front?
I know that it means that there's not a 4-3 defense, there's 3 down linemen.
I'm just giving you a hard
No,
time.
go ahead.
No.
She knows her stuff.
Right, my wife asked me that. You're getting a lot of different things, and I won't say this out of the ordinary for some. You look at Northern; they weren't a heavily odd front team, and they were. And why are we struggling? That's something I guess we just got to continue to go back and just really play fast and go and let our guys go and not so much thinking and just put it down in front of and go.
Do those linemen shooting gaps the way they do affect your base plays at all?
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, again, there's so many things that are involved in this. When you start just kind of like building a car, there's different aspects to everything, and we need to, again, the overriding thing is we've got to play better, we've got to coach better, as I said earlier, and in all facets of what we're doing on the offensive side of the ball. And, for me, I'm not going to speak for the offensive line, the receivers, the quarterback. For me, I've got to do a better job with the running backs wholesale, and that's what I'm here to do, and that's what I'm going to do.
Is Mike Weber going to return this week, Tony?
And we'll see. That's a day-to-day deal. That's a day-to-day deal as he works through with the trainers and the doctors.
Chances are good he won't redshirt this year. Is that safe to say?
Yeah. Again, I mean, that was not the plan for him to redshirt or anything of that nature. But again, we'll see where he's at with his knee and how quickly he can come back and be able to play with the football for us.
Is it true that following the NIU win that Urban Meyer promised the team in the locker room that the offense would improve?
What we say in that room is in our room.
Okay, well, it got out.
She's impressive.
Well, let's say hypothetically he did. What would that mean to you
I'm
guys?
not into hypothetical things. What we say in those rooms just stays in those rooms.
Hey Tony, can you
How's that?
That's fine.
All right.
This was a long time ago, but when you were an assistant at Kent State.
Wow, that goes way back.
Yeah, 20 years ago or so. What do you think? What do you remember of the unique challenges of recruiting and trying to make a team like Kent State with the huge amount of numbers that you guys are looking at when you go to a? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that goes. You know, that was my first job, and I just remember being so excited to be, you know, but when you go into a school and Kent State's not it's not renowned. It's not a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a popular name, if you will, or at least it was not when I was coaching there back in, I think, '95 or '96. You know, the thing was trying to sell that program, and what does this school have to offer? Now, I was in the little unique position that I was raised there. You know, that I was raised in Kent, Ohio, and my father played there, and my mom and dad actually worked on that campus. So I had a little different perspective on that place because I'd been there my entire life. But just like anywhere else, it has its challenges, and just as Ohio State has its challenges. And now what those challenges are today, 20 some odd years later, I couldn't tell you. You know, Paul would have to tell you what that's.
You guys have probably a small number of prospects that can fit what you guys are looking for. And like when they go to a camp, there's maybe 300 kids that they might be looking at. I mean, just in your mind, just knowing how many people that you have to be responsible for in today's day, can you imagine what it would be like to have to recruit a way larger number?
Yeah,
of people?
that's where I think it really comes down to doing a great job of evaluation. And just like here, it's you have to evaluate. You have to be good evaluators of talent and projecting talent, and really have a great idea with the wholesale with your staff is exactly what is it you're looking for. Just like here, just because a guy is a 5-star doesn't mean he fits. Doesn't mean he fits Ohio State. But what is it that exactly is that you're looking for within your program, within your offense and defense, special team schemes, and then does that young guy fit all those boxes and be able to check all those boxes off? But you have to have a wide net. You have to have a very wide net, and you know, and there are different philosophies how you got to go about it. Do you stay right in the geographical area? I mean, everyone has a different perspective on how they should go about that.
From a skill set
Two more
perspective,
questions.
what are you looking for in Ohio State running back recruit?
One guys, obviously, guys that are tough, guys that really love playing this game. I mean, you have to really love playing the game of football, and the only way you can really to garner that is to spend time. You know, I think there's a bunch of time that needs to be spent building relationships with guys and establishing that rapport and being able to really understand what is it that you really want, and is this really what you want? Because it's not easy. It's not easy to win. There's a lot of work that's put in, and then the only way you can figure that out is by really getting to know people. But you know, on the athletic side of the thing, you want guys that can obviously good speed and agilities, and you know, I think our running backs they got to be a little bigger bodied guys. You know, that doesn't, I understand, I don't mean 250, 40 pounds, but I mean, doesn't mean I wouldn't recruit a guy that's 180 pounds. I'm not saying that whatsoever, but guys that they have the physical nature about them that can be able to hold up just by the nature of what we do.
Okay, may I try
Last
one more? Western Michigan has given up over 200 yards rushing a game so far this season. What is it that they have been doing that maybe they've struggled with there?
Oh, I don't know. We're still in the preliminary stages of watching them, and you know, the biggest thing for us right now, to be quite frank with you, is we got to go and do what we do, and we have to get better, and not really worry about our opponents, if you will, if that makes sense. Right now, this is about us and making sure that we're getting better every single day in our skill set and what we do. How's that?
I think you're doing fine.
Thanks. Coach, thank you very much.
Thanks, Tony. No problem. Thanks a lot.
I'm having fun with you.
No, you're good. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Ready to break. You guys have a great day.